मैं ऐसा क्या करूं जिससे मेरे और प्रेम के बीच में दूरी ना आए?
घर पे रहो।
लेकिन दोबारा अप्लाई करने से तो मिल सकता है ना माँ। लेकिन पता नहीं क्यों प्रेमी मानने के लिए तैयार ही नहीं है कि अभी भी आगे बढ़ने का वक्त है।
कामयाब नहीं हो पाया है तो उसके सामने अपनी कामयाबी का बैग लेकर ऑफिस ऑफिस मत खेलो। कितना कहा हमने तुमको, अब तो समझ जाओ। और हमारी नहीं माननी है तो अपनी माँ की गलतियों से सीख लो।
हम चुपके से पीछे से अंदर आ गए और हमने फिर उसके साथ छेड़छाड़ की। सॉरी सॉरी।
मैं हूं ना सबसे स्मार्ट।
और जुलू की बच्ची तो सबसे स्मार्ट है। सर, तभी आप कह रहे थे कि दरवाजा बंद मत करो। सर, आप मुझे सरप्राइज देना चाहते थे?
होने से पहले एक बात मैं साफ-साफ शब्दों में आपको बताना चाहता हूँ।
जी सर।
सावी आपका चैनल बहुत पसंद करती थी। उसने आपसे बहुत कुछ सीखा।
थैंक यू।
ये कैफे मेरी बच्ची की याद है और सावी की याद के साथ मैं बेवफाई बर्दाश्त नहीं कर पाऊंगा।
संभाल रही हो, घर भी संभाल रही हो, आप थोड़ी सी मदद कर दीजिए ना प्लीज।
क्यों?
ये कैफे बिल्कुल वैसे ही चलेगा जैसे सावी चलाती थी।
तुम्हारी माँ ने हमारे टिंकू की मदद नहीं की और हम तुम्हारी मदद क्यों कर दें?
और जैसे मैं कहूंगा, इस एम्प्लॉयमेंट की यही शर्त है।
Let me ask you something. You're standing in a store. There's a brand new phone in front of you. It costs 60,000 rupees. You look at your wallet, and honestly, that feels like a lot of money right now. But then the salesperson leans in and says, "Sir, you don't have to pay $60,000 today. Just pay $5,000 a month. Zero down payment. Easy EMI." And suddenly, the phone doesn't feel expensive anymore. $5,000 a month, that feels completely manageable. That's less than what you spend on eating out, less than your Netflix, your Swiggy orders, your weekend plans combined. So you say yes. And here's where it gets interesting, because in that exact moment, something very specific happened inside your brain, something that phone companies, banks, and lending apps have spent billions of dollars studying and perfecting. And once you understand what that thing is, you will never look at an EMI offer the same way again. We live in the golden age of buy now, pay later. EMIs, no-cost EMIs, 0% interest schemes, credit card installments, they're everywhere. On your phone screen, on shopping apps, at electronic stores, even at grocery chains now. And on the surface, it seems like a genuinely good deal. Why pay everything up front when you can spread it out? Why wait to buy something when you can have it today and pay slowly? Most people treat EMI like a budgeting tool, a smart way to manage cash flow. And that's exactly the story we've been told. But here's the uncomfortable truth that most people never stop to think about. EMI doesn't make things cheaper, it makes expensive things feel affordable. And those two things are very, very different. There's a difference between something actually costing less and something just feeling like it costs less. And that gap, that small but dangerous gap between reality and feeling, is quietly draining millions of people's wealth every single month. Let's break this down properly. Let's go back to that $60,000 phone. You chose the EMI option, $5,000 per month for 12 months. And the bank is offering this at what they call a low interest rate of 14% per annum. Now, most people hear 14% and think, okay, that's not too bad. But let's do the actual math together. 5,000 rupees multiplied by 12 months equals 60,000 rupees. Simple enough, right? But wait, that's just the principal. The interest on top of that, at 14%, adds roughly 4,500 rupees to your total bill. So you're actually paying around 64,500 rupees for a phone that was priced at 60,000 rupees. You paid 4,500 rupees extra for the privilege of not paying up front. Now, 4,500 rupees might not sound catastrophic, but here is where it gets really interesting. That same 4,500 rupees, if you had invested it in a simple index fund at a 12% annual return, would grow to about 5,000 rupees in a year. And if you left it for 10 years, it becomes close to 14,000 rupees. So the true cost of that EMI wasn't 4,500 rupees, it was the 14,000 rupees that money could have become. This is what we call the opportunity cost, the hidden price you pay not in cash, but in lost future wealth. And now imagine this isn't just one phone. Imagine it's a phone on EMI, a laptop on EMI, a TV on EMI, a refrigerator on EMI, a gym membership split into installments, furniture for your new flat purchased on a credit card converted to EMI. Suddenly, you have 6, 7, 8 EMIs running at the same time. Every month, before you even think about saving or investing, thousands of rupees are already committed, already spoken for, already gone. This is what financial experts call being EMI trapped, and it's far more common than you think. Here's the really fascinating part. Because none of this happens because people are bad with money. It happens because our brains are wired in a specific way, and EMI is perfectly designed to exploit that wiring. There's a concept in psychology called pain of paying. When you hand over cash for something expensive, there's a real physical discomfort your brain registers. It actually activates the same regions of the brain associated with physical pain. Paying $60,000 in one shot hurts psychologically. But when you split that same amount into small monthly pieces, the pain almost disappears. $5,000 doesn't feel like it's connected to a big purchase. It just feels like a small, regular expense, like a utility bill. Your brain stops processing it as a sacrifice and starts treating it as just part of life. There's also something called present bias at play. Our brains are wired to overvalue the present and undervalue the future. Getting the phone today feels intensely rewarding. Paying for it over the next 12 months feels abstract and distant. So when you're standing in that store, your brain isn't running a full financial calculation. It's doing a much simpler comparison. Do I want this phone right now versus